We're back. I mean, I just had too much stuff to do. I guess that makes me irresponsible, but oh shit, wait, what? Okay, yeah, sorry. Anyway, as I was saying, before I so rudely interrupted myself, I'm back. I'm sorry that I was away. I had things to do, such as traveling from Alberta all the way back to, you know, where I come from. I had to go to Vancouver. I went to see Smashing Pumpkins. I couldn't bring myself to get rid of my ticket, you know, since I've been listening to them since I was 11. So anyway, we're going to get started. General read for November. We already did Libra. Libra again. Aquarius. Oh, okay. Okay, Aqua. It's you. It's all you. Did we do Aquarius yet? I can't tell if we did. Let me check. We didn't. We didn't do Aquarius. So we're going to do Aquarius for November all the way up to mid-December. Ooh, that zoned in quick. All right. Cemetery breeding. And All is Full of Love. So All is Full of Love is by Bjork. I can't remember who does Cemetery breeding. And Violets in a Pool. I can't remember who does that song either, but you'll have to look for those particular songs. While I was getting ready to do all my things here, those were the songs that came up for you. You just ain't receiving. Your phone is off the hook. Your doors are shut. Now be a little angel. Then you have the most perfect limbs that have ever wrapped around me. Fuck. This is it. Yeah. There's just a bunch of lyrics that came out of those that just stuck for me. We're going to get started for you. I'm not doing songs from my deck. I have to get another deck before I will do any new songs. I'll use them for the love read, okay? But I'm not right now. Ooh. I'm not right now. So I don't know how many more times I can possibly interrupt this reading before I even start. Everything you need to know is in the description box of the video, including the fact that I don't do personal readings. I'll never approach you for money. I'll never ask for anything from you. And I have social media, but it's my personal social media, so no hurt feelings, okay, kids? All right. So past, present, future is what we're going to do for you, Aquarius. All our friends who have died. When I looked in your eyes, and we were counting all our friends who died. I'm looking for that girl who told me once she would love me forever. Then All is Full of Love by Bjork. That was the first one that came up when I was channeling before I came into the read. I apologize for being late. I just had too much stuff to do. When you're living on your own and you used to treat your roommate like they were your personal assistant, now I have to do everything by myself, and that consumes a lot of time, I'll tell you. It sure does. I also worked this evening in addition to a day that I thought I was going to cut short. Didn't end up cutting it short. No. Crown chakra meditations. You have the most, I just want you to know you have the most perfect limbs that have ever wrapped around me. This is your general read. So you shouldn't be getting just love messages. You could be getting any type of messages during this time. You could. Aquarius. Please check out Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This might not resonate. Just for fairness, we're doing it. Might not resonate. Okay. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. It's my neighbors upstairs. Okay, we have the Devil in the reverse and Justice in the reverse. Something that's unbalanced, unfair, a truth or a lie, and excess temptation is here. You might be tempted by something. There might be something that's not necessarily fair in the past that's going on, or obsession, and an imbalance when it comes to either a Capricorn. You Capricorn and Libra here, two cardinal signs, eh? Cardinal signs build. This could also be where there was addiction in the past, or obsession in the past that led to something that had to do with the criminal justice system. Temptation, excess, where moderation bleeds into excess. The balance was thrown off in the recent past. Excess instead of access, or axis, so excess. I'm just reading interesting here. You have a bunch of things that have come down, but it's way too many things for me to take, so I'm not going to take them. Although the Two of Cups did catch my eye. There's something about obsession here. Excess. And imbalance. I'm still getting that there was something that didn't go in your favor that had to do with greed, possessions, addiction, potentially even something that knocked you out of balance. Had to do with Libra or Capricorn or both. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the past. We'll clarify anyway. There is potentially a criminal case with excess, temptation, greed, obsession that's here in the past. Four of Swords led you to a place where you needed to heal, replenish your energy, take stock of things, go within for introspection, really attempt to take the time to figure out things for yourself. The need to ground and center is implicated by this card, but also to heal from heartbreak that comes in the Three of Swords. It was a time for you to find what you needed to gain balance. This flipped. It might have led you to a place where you felt you did not have options, or felt cornered, or there was a clearing of options. Almost as if you were staving off options when it came to a romantic sense, in order to heal. Or perhaps it was a clearing away of distractions of an emotional sense in the past, so that you could heal from whatever this addiction was. I want to say it's an addiction. It doesn't necessarily have to be an addiction, but it's something that puts you in an energy of imbalance, where you are hiding from a truth, hiding a truth from yourself, hiding a truth from others. Whereas, what else in the past? You suspended yourself. Your plans to work on mind, body, spirit. Yeah. It's almost as if you felt having options of a romantic sense was distracting from working on mind, body, and spirit in the union of the three. Could have also had a partnership of a business sense come about. This is also a Capricorn card, but a partnership in a business sense came about. Surfaced for you. In the recent past, sorry. Excuse me. Yes. Race. Sun, Moon, Race, and Venus. Two. Top is going in the present line. There was a truce. There was a truce that came about as a result of working on mind, body, spirit. You realized that a truce, a ceasefire, if you will, was necessary. Holding off from conflict. Not necessarily being happy about it, though. You see the one person's kind of still bitchy looking. They're not happy. They're the one who has their sword adorned with all of the jewels there, too. So it's like a victory in vain. Winning out on something, but feeling like it's a victory in vain. You want an offer of some sort, of a monetary sense, but it was like a victory in vain. See the present energy, this card here. Death in the reverse, unfinished business. There's unfinished business that you are trying to see through in the present. Scorpionic energy. Cycles that haven't finished, that you're going backwards to try and finish out, to try and reevaluate cycles that have not finished for you. Could be that there are things from the past that are resurfacing for you in the present that you haven't quite finished up. Old things coming back to haunt you. Could also be. What else, Aquarius? Sun, Moon, rising, and Venus. Flowers dying in the window. Flowers dying in the window. Looking through a window. Or Wands in the reverse. Has to do with a foundation that you thought was a firm foundation, though, but it isn't. You built something on a shaky foundation. Could be going back to evaluate how you could improve upon that in the future. During the present. There's something that's not built on a firm, solid foundation here for you. Sometimes this can be a home. Could be the marriage bed. But I'm seeing this as unfinished business when it comes to a home situation because of temptation. Something that you don't think ended fairly. You either want a redo this could also be something where temptation caused you to lose out and you're trying to go back and redo something, but you haven't built the proper foundation in the present for it to come about just yet the way it should or as you would hope. You've attempted to do the healing, you've attempted to stave off options. Yeah, 3. There you are. Star in the reverse, the Emperor in the reverse, Queen of Wands in the upright. You're trying to watch your temper. Or you're trying not to lead with fear in the present could also be dealing with a tyrannical father-like figure or a tyrannical employer type figure. It's causing you rickety foundations. Aries energy. Somebody who's volatile, angry, irritable. You tried to heal this in the past, but it's causing conflict for you in the present. Their energy is causing conflict for you in the present. There's temptation here. This is also a feminine fire energy. Aries or Leo that seems to be sowing seeds of inspiration for you while you have been staving off option after option after option in order to heal in the past. It seems that you have this option in the present that just keeps coming forward, or that, like I said, is sowing the seeds of inspiration for you. It's fertile and rich with ideas, quite passionate. Connectedness with the earth comes through, which doesn't normally, but in this deck it does, if you look. Sowing the seeds for something in the future. Queen of Wands is typically a card of, although I don't like to prescribe to this idea, being an Aries rising, a third party energy. Could also be a very powerful, attractive, feminine figure who inspires by beauty, but also by fertility. So you try to live outside of this as an option, trying not in the past to entertain it as an option, but it keeps popping forward and springing forward for you. Either that, or they temper the Emperor in the reverse energy within you. The fire that burns rather than warms. They're nurturing, and that tends to temper you in some way, shape, or form. There's a lack of faith, though, in this situation, or something that is knocking you yourself off of balance. Remember that the star itself is your card. It is about faith, hope, wish, innovation, looking to the future, right, in the upright. Also notice the two jugs that are being poured, hot and cold, the tempering of two things, balancing of two things. This person knocks you out of balance. You don't feel balanced when you're with them, or you have a lack of faith. You have a lack of faith in yourself, or a lack of faith when you encounter this Queen of Wands individual. You don't believe in yourself in the present. It will get context on it. Or it could be that you don't have faith in a contract or an offer that was made to you in the past, or you don't have faith in or belief in yourself when it comes to the work, the groundwork that was laid when working on mind, body, and spirit. Do we see with that Three of Coins in the past? Probably because you felt it was a victory in vain that you took this offer. It's like a consolation prize, a contract of some sort of monetary value. What else, Aquarius, in the present? This one is like literally falling out of my hand. Page of Wands in the reverse. This is communication, passionate communication in the present that you, okay, so this is why. This is why you don't have faith. You don't feel that the passionate communication is there, do you see? That bird with the letter, the trumpeter's call. You don't feel that the passionate communication is there as you once would have hoped it to be. The inspirational cry of announcement. You don't believe in something because the announcement was not clear, or it's not being shouted, something isn't being shouted from the rooftops. And so because it's not being announced with that hear ye, you don't believe in it, you don't have faith in it. But in the future, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, I want you to check your rising. And I want you to check your moon sign. Don't know what those are, you can run your chart. Just need to know the time you were born. Where is Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? What do we see in the future? There's falsehood here. Is that also why you don't have faith in it? Because of the falsehood? And not justice in the reverse? Perhaps. Because it's a cycle that didn't get off the ground in the first place that you're coming back to revisit. Judgment. There's a decision that you're going to be making in the future here. Moving into December. There's that trumpeter's decree. But it's in the upright this time. There's an announcement that you're going to be making. This is often Aries and Scorpio energy for me. Some people read it as a Sagittarian card. I read it as Scorpio Aries energy. Scorpio twice there. Libra, Scorpio. During Libra and Scorpio season, something happened that made you decide something. You're going to be announcing what you decided in the future. Something that's lit a fire under you. But it is a choice. The judgment, it is an atoning for things also, where you have to answer for a decision that you might have made. What else? Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus could have to do with this rickety foundation that you're sitting on in the present, with Tweedledee and Tweedledum there. Tweedledee and Tweedledum. The reverse. Ooh, you don't want anybody to see this. Leapt out of my hand. We have flippers here. We have a flipper. Nine of Cups. Your announcement has to do with something that is a wish fulfillment of a personal, significant, emotional nature for you. It could knock a foundation off course that you had previously built or had high hopes for in the past that has an unfinished business element to it. And you might feel that there is a tyrannical rule over it. Like there's somebody who controls its outcome that's an outsider, but has immense power over it with that Emperor in the reverse. Keep getting father or employer energy. Every time I talk about this Emperor, those trains out there go. Flowers dying in the window. Flowers dying in the window. Just want you to know. I'm waiting for that girl that told me once she would love me forever. There's unfinished business, alright. Two of coins in the reverse, yeah, you're making a choice. So you're making a choice, alright. This is a time card, 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years. So 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years out. Heading towards your wish fulfillment. Something about flowers. Fuck, man, flowers. Flowers dying in the window. waiting on somebody. Now we got 2 that have flipped over. I'm going to take those instead of this stack here. There's time in the window. 5 of Cups in the reverse, followed by the 10 of Coins in the reverse. You're going to have a significant loss of money. But gratitude, an expression of gratitude, followed by a significant sum of money that's lost. We have gratitude for this person, this inspiring person that's in the present. And you're making a choice. You're choosing gratitude. You're choosing to recognize the 2 cups that have not spilled over, as opposed to crying over spilled milk. But your lack of faith has to do with your legacy. Your lack of faith has to do with whether or not you're financially secure enough or it could be that somebody else has a lack of faith in your legacy. I feel like this is you though, because your card is in the reverse. That's personal. It's like you don't have faith in the work that you've done on mind, body, and spirit to follow through to achieve your legacy. Or there's something here tied to your own personal sense of security. You don't think you make enough money. You don't think you'll be able to make enough money. You don't think you'll be able to deliver. You don't think you'll be able to live up to something that has to do with a legacy of some sort. Even though you have gratitude for your situation. Do you put this person on a pedestal? Not jumped. There's your Queen of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, or in this deck, Queen of Coins. In the reverse, again, we have Capricorn twice in the reverse here. You're tempted still. Could be that you, in the future, feel that you're going to bring great dishonor upon the house of the Capricorn. Or that you feel that this person is not being themselves, or you lack faith in them, or they lack faith in you. Sense of imbalance and anger here, or they're not announcing something. You don't have faith in them. You don't have faith in yourself. Or they don't have faith in your legacy, or they don't have faith in their legacy. Oh, I still feel that lack of faith is you. But yet, there's this warmth that overarches the reading, coming in from the cold. Realizing your divine right to something bigger and grander than what you had ever hoped. Ten of Coins in the reverse, Queen of Coins in the reverse. You worried that a lack of legacy or a lack of money might disappoint Queen of Coins. Or you could be concerned over their lack of stability because they haven't announced something. Let's go ahead and let's clarify. We're going to throw down some Deviant Moon Tarot, which I do not read in the reverse, just so everybody knows I don't read this deck in the reverse. I never have, never will. I think I did by accident for Libra. But Libra is special, and Libra gets what Libra wants, even if it is by design of the reading. We're going to look at this Justice card in the reverse of the Devil up here. You know what exactly this is in the past for you, Aquarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We're not going to twist for fairness because there's no point, because I'm not going to read these in the reverse for you. So flowers dying in the window. You're looking through the window. You're looking through the window. The flowers that are dying in the window. Strength almost wanted to jump. What is this? Justice and Devil. Why are they both together in the reverse here? You couldn't build with somebody in the past? Did you get over it? Having trouble getting over it. The truth. What's the truth? Truth and justice, fairness, equilibrium. Truth is that you couldn't wait any longer. You couldn't sit still any longer. Piscean energy and Libra energy. Remember, I don't read this in the reverse. Time. Time is important. Time is wearing on you. You're tempted to move on something because you lack balance. Tempted to move forward on something. By the way, Capricorn rules time. Interesting enough that the guy's got the pocket watch hinging off of his heel here. You didn't think something was fair? You're trying to get even with somebody. You're trying to get even with somebody. There's another Pisces card. You're trying to get even with somebody. That's a secret? You have a secret about this temptation, this Capricorn? About excess? What's the secret that you're trying to keep hidden here about all this? You're trying to hide it. Trying to hide it. What is it? It's got to do with wealth. Personal wealth, building up personal wealth in the recent past. Divine options, spoiled. In an emotional sense, there was an option from the universe that you spoiled. Somebody waiting for their ships to come in. You watch somebody? You watch somebody looking out over the ocean. Flowers dying in the window. While you healed. Or you were an option that they didn't take. And you felt you were a divine option. Is that what you're trying to get even over? What is this? What is this secret? What is the secret? Are you more wealthy than somebody knows? And you think that they turned something down and you are more than they thought you could be? What's the secret? Keep going. Tell me a secret. It's a secret of the past here. Spilled wine. Spill the wine, dig that girl. You didn't want any other option. You shut yourself off from options trying to heal something. Tell me more. Can't take all those. Can't take all these. And I'm not going to take... How many got on the floor here? 2 seconds. There's only 2 on the floor. I'm going to grab them. I'm sorry. There are 3. We have defensiveness. Coming out and dropping and putting your guard down. Loss of temper. Or having courage. Having courage to choose an option when you try to clear away all options. Ending up with this 3 of coins, right? What is a surprising turn of events, a shocking turn of events with this contract that you undertook? And with deciding to move into a space of working on mind, body, and spirit, the union therein. Scorpionic energy again. You have Leo here too. We have Libra, Pisces, Leo, Scorpio. In between Leo and Scorpio season. You got an offer. You sprung on it. It was shocking. You couldn't wait any longer. You had to move on it. Why was it so shocking? There's your Capricorn. You're moving on a Capricorn. I wanted to say moving in on a Capricorn. You see the stability there. You want to build yourself up to be stable, even though you've just had something rock your foundation. Is there anything else flip here that I didn't see? Isn't it for everybody? That's why I want you to check your other placements. Judgment again, but we have it over our death card in the reverse. A decision has to be made at this time in the present for you to move on from unfinished business. Because there are cycles that are perpetually going to continue to remain unfinished business. So you can choose to either continue on with those, but there comes a time where that unfinished business has to be put to bed. And that time is now. It's been decreed. It's been decreed. I'm hearing it's been decreed. 2020. You encountered this person in 2020, Aquarius. You came across this person in 2020. Flowers dying in the window. You saw this person in 2020 and you got infatuated with them. You bided your time. You've been dishonest about this. And when you saw there was a need for courage and you had to move on a situation. Tell me more. Why is there no firm foundation right now, though, with that Four of Wands? There's Capricorn again. Because this temptation is still real. Not necessarily temptation, though. I'm getting more of a worldly energy here. Because you know it's necessary to embrace your baser side of human instinct. There's something that's appealing to you from a more worldly, earthly pleasure side. 2015. If you're getting even, you're getting even, you're getting even. During the present time, you're biding your time. Time till the time is right. Having to wait when you don't want to wait. You're tempted to move on something, but you can't. It's because there's some tyrannical emperor energy that's kind of overseeing things, keeping things from moving forward. Messages, beautiful little tiny tokens of appreciation and affection that you're either waiting to provide somebody or you are providing to somebody at this time. Somebody could be providing to you, unbeknownst to this Emperor in the reverse. A while under this Emperor in the reverse's watch. What of it when it comes to the Queen of Wands? In the present. I'm shaking the camera. Sorry, I'm leaning on my table. I'm leaning on my table. It's the impulsion attack. Twist of fate. Twist of fate and chance dictate. Got this inspiration, this woman that cultivates inspiration. Enters. It just so happens. Stranger things have happened. You're watching. You're watching, and that's why you have a lack of faith. The things that you're seeing and observing cause you disbelief in yourself. It's shaking your faith in yourself. You don't have faith in yourself. What are you watching for? Or you're paranoid that somebody's watching you. Flowers dying in a window. Two have come up here on their knees. Work. You watch somebody while they work? Or are you afraid that somebody watches you while you work? Did you some work for somebody and were watching somebody while you were working? Intuitively, very romantically, but intuitively, you knew something in the present here. So it's while these announcements, these passionate announcements of the Page of Wands aren't happening, intuitively you know that this cup that's running over is coming towards you. You can see the faithfulness. Pages are also children. There's your legacy. You can see somebody toiling away. See? They're under the table. They've got the goat too, by the way. That's also... Oh, let me study myself here. They got that goat too. Whoa, whoa, whoa. They've got that goat too. Also Capricorn. Legacy. Legacy. Intuitively, you know this person's lying to your legacy. You know they're lying to your legacy. Tell me more. Give me context. Celebration. And hoarding, keeping somebody to yourself, keeping secrets to yourself, keeping your heart space closed. There's something within your heart space you're keeping to yourself. There's time again. You waited till the time was right to celebrate something. Holding off to celebrate something. Saving up to celebrate something. Time doesn't heal a thing, but you're holding up to celebrate something. You're saving up to celebrate something. It's got to do with legacy, but you got the Ten of Pentacles. You intuitively know that you're working hard towards this. The fuck? Okay. This judgment call coming up here with our Nine of Cups in the future for you, Aquarius. It's going to be called Linked to Your Legacy. Linked to Your Legacy. You could be a Capricorn, Aquarius, Casper. Somebody has their birthday fall close to January 21st. Yeah, here's your choice. Juggling two things. You're juggling two things. That's why you need to make your choice. What is it that you're juggling, Aquarius? What are you juggling right now? That all of a sudden you decide to move towards your happiness and your wish fulfillment in the present. This is also Dancer. 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years. Something that has to do with belonging to a club with a button or insignia. Rub two pennies together. Stability, Taurus energy. This could be happening that you make this decision during Taurus season. Has to do with stability of the home space. You see future home space being stable. Or understand that a decision needs to be made to have a more stable home space in order to have your wish fulfillment of an emotional nature. Tell us more. Tell us more. You have anxiety, sleepless nights, nightmares, and worries about this. You're worried you're not going to reach your stability, and you're worried that you're not going to get your emotional wish fulfillment out of this. You're worried about making your choice. You're worried about the stability of your decision making. You're not necessarily confident in your decision making. This movement forward, trip over water. That's going to happen. Dropping one of the two options is going to lead to you taking a trip over water, moving from ruin into, do you see? Look, moving from this over here in the corner, that's a place of ruin, a land of ruin, into greener pastures, land of opportunity, or at least something to build upon in the future. Six of Swords, equilibrium. But you're worried about it. Messages. Something being communicated to you. You're worried something's going to be communicated to you, or something's going to be communicated to you while you're away on a trip, or while somebody else is away on a trip, about an option being dropped. This could be happening while you're busy working, or while you have your back turned. You're worried about something happening behind your back being communicated to you. It has to do with options. It has to do with either your options or somebody else's options. This is of the past. This has happened before. Because the Seven of Cups is in the past there. And you're used to crying over the three that are spilled over, but now you're starting to recognize gratitude for the two that are intact. You didn't hear communication about options. I think this is fear more than reality, because we have that Nine of Swords. You're scared that somebody's going to go on a trip or go abroad, or you're going to go abroad, and it's going to be communicated to you that something has to do with options. Somebody's dropped in all their options in favor of another. Happen behind your back while you're working. Tell us, what else? We only have very little finite space left. So what do we got? Don't fucking, there's your Queen of Wands. She fell on the floor. She wanted to run away. Wild. You can't tame this. You're worried that you can't tame that energy. You're worried you can't lock it down. That's a very confident energy. Or that it can't be linked to your legacy because it is too volatile, too independent. If it's too independent, that it might you can't have it and you don't have faith in it because it's too independent? Do you believe that somebody cannot be a part of your legacy if they depend on themselves? And the merry-go-round of crazy continues. Four of Swords, having to turn inward and heal in a quiet introspection after some conflict that results in loss of legacy or loss of money. You might just anger a Capricorn here, resulting in conflict. And have to turn inward to heal. Rest, meditate. Anything else? Anything else? Flowers dying in the window. I keep hearing that. Flowers dying in the window. 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 Like I keep hearing it. Waiting for that girl who told me once she would love me forever. Any last words? There you go. Sowing the seeds. Waiting to reap the benefits and rewards. Tending to the fruits of your labor carefully, but them not being ready to pick. Not being ready to pick. Question is, do you have the patience? Do you have the patience? Overall energy. The need to go within and seek your inner truth. Hiding. Virgo energy. Turning within to seek illumination. To seek your inner truth. What is your inner truth? What you want? Recognition. You want triumph. You want that homecoming. You want to perform. You're scared you're not going to have the beginning of a new relationship or a new stage in a relationship. You're throwing all the romanticism that you can at it. You're trying to be poetic. You're trying to be a rescuer. You, like I said, fuck yeah. You do not believe that you can have legacy with someone unless you have codependence. Independence is dangerous to you. And the more somebody tries to assert their independence, the more you try to create codependence. And the more you try to create codependence, the more they attempt to assert their independence. Which freaks you out, makes you have a lack of faith in the connection. This is not supposed to be a love reading. This could also be a professional thing. You want recognition. You want somebody to, yeah. You want recognition of a relationship begin. Oh, fuck. Yeah, you don't want anybody to know this. You don't want anybody to know this, though. You want recognition that a relationship's begun. And because somebody's not saying something about that. The beginning of a new emotional cycle. They're not announcing it. Why aren't they announcing it? That's what you're saying to yourself. Flowers dying in a window. And there's our equilibrium. Oh, oh, whoa. There's our Emperor in reverse again. Is this Emperor in reverse even you? Is this you, or is this even somebody external to you, or is this a force that rules over you? Like somebody who rules with fear and with force. Crops up with justice again. Justice. You got cardinal energy here. You want to build. You want to build. Okay. All right, let's do our things here. Let's see what no bullshit advice we got for you. Flowers dying in a window. Ooh, all of these wanted to fly right out. Flowers dying in a window, 2 seconds. Too many fill up for me to pick one. Again. It's getting really warm in here. Maybe it's because I'm sitting in front of the heater and it's winter. Advice for Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. We'll take 3. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. There's 1. Okay, that's it. That's sad. Rebel, because fuck it. Okay, what else? The need to rebel against that Emperor in reverse energy, I'm hearing. Because the trains just went off again. You need a big fucking hug. Squeeze. Stop sleeping so damn much. You're sleeping too much. Wake up, you're missing some cool shit. And finally, get over yourself. Pull your shit together. Help people. Get back. Do good shit for humanity. Okay. Let's get your affirmation. It's going to help you get through the month. Interesting. Interesting. This might not resonate. Kind of seems super scattered. Ooh, I got 2 that are face up. We're gonna take them. And we're gonna put these guys away. I was dying in the window. I am empowered and I am loved. 2 very important ones for you to remember here. Absolutely. I think so. Let's grab your magnetic poetry and then we'll be done, Aquarius. I think I'm dealing with an Aquarius here in this reading who doesn't necessarily believe that they're loved and isn't sitting in their own power. They believe that if somebody is independent, that they cannot be in a healthy relationship or they cannot operate effectively. Everything has to be codependent. All your relationships have to be codependent. You can't build legacy unless you have codependency. It's not how it works. The only true way to build legacy is independently. And the only true way to have a healthy relationship with other people is if you're all independent. There we go, balance. Interesting. Yeah, we got some initials here too. Just a initial. Interesting. Okay, there you go. There we have it. You can write those down. You can figure out if they make any sense to you. They might not make any sense to you. But thank you so much for having a look-see here tonight. And please do take care of yourself. Don't worry. You know, there's a lot of anxiety here over stuff, and it seems like it's linked to unfinished cycles of the past. So don't do that to yourself, eh? You know? All right, well, come back again sometime. Flowers dying in a window. Bye. Oh yeah, I forgot to do this. And there you go. Look at, there's your whole spread with all the mess that it entails. Yeah. Okay, see ya.